Okay, well, we'll be live in a second. Awesome. So thank you both, Chris and Jeff, to be here today. So today, what we want to do is review like sales funnel, how to bring people to your sales funnel so that you can make your sales. Now, Chris, it's the first time that you meet Jeff, and Jeff.
Yeah.
Let me introduce you, Jeff, to Chris and to the people that are watching as well. So Jeff is a sales expert. What he does is like been doing sales for about 2 years, right, Jeff? Because you're like 23, 24.
I've been working with salespeople for most of my career, but I met Guillaume, almost 3 years ago now, right? Or
Yeah,
a
3 years
little over
ago.
two.
No, Jeff is not really 23 years old, but it's his birthday today, so like we gotta be nice.
Thank you. The one day of the year you can be nice to me.
Yeah. So Jeff has been like leading sales departments. He's been doing like a lot of sales and doing sales training for the past 25 years, right, Jeff?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So he has his expertise that he wants to share with people and wants to share with the social entrepreneurs out there and share with the people that have organizations and you need better processes. So that is like step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you make a sale. And the more you can replicate it and make it more efficient, well, the more sales people are gonna make, and then the more they can bless the world with the money that they get. So it's good to make people rich if they're gonna give back, right?
Without a doubt.
So that's what Jeff is doing. And then Chris, well, like he's an amazing, amazing young man or human being who's helping people set up their funnels, their website, their landing page, doing promotional material, doing the graphic design, doing the building websites that are going to attract a lot of people. So that's why I want to connect both of you today so that we can review what we have done so far for you, Jeff, for your sales funnels, and see how we can tweak it and improve it, and then bring even more traffic so that people start calling you and want to buy to buy what you're selling, right?
Okay.
So that's the purpose of the call today. So Chris, Jeff, like nice to have you two meet.
Yeah, thank you so much for Gilliam for setting this up and having me here today. I appreciate it.
Likewise.
Well, awesome. So let's go on then. So if the people are watching, you have questions for Jeff or Chris, just ask in the chat, and they're gonna be more than happy to answer your questions about sales or about funnels. So let me share the screen and just show like what we've done so far, Chris, and then you can comment like how you could make it, how to make it even better. So you can see the screen now. Okay. So same thing that we did with some other of our clients. Chris, you're aware of helping me improve. So we're using .com, which is amazing because if you want to build your first funnel, it's free. Like there's no monthly charges until you got like 1,000 emails collected to use. So we've done this like simple landing page so that they can download their free cheat sheet, like sales process cheat sheet. So now we've done that together through content that Jeff had in his book that he's just about to publish. So, and that shows people like, here, when you contact a new client, like here's what you're gonna do on day one. Here's what you're gonna send them. There's the great book and the great sales process.
Do you have a picture? Do you have like an actual, just like a that you could throw onto the landing page here? Because I think a picture of that book would be ideal to have.
Great idea. Yes.
Good idea.
Right off the bat, that's my first thinking.
That's awesome.
People definitely like to see like the product itself or the hard version of what the product's going to look like. So that would be beneficial right off the bat there.
Awesome.
Definitely, if you have a logo, I would incorporate a logo onto this page right above to where everything you've said, because just having that, there's no like heading, there's no like boldness to it. So I believe that if you had some sort of logo incorporated right onto the top of the page there, it would really stand out a lot more. But to keep it simple, straight up, like that is, I like the design. I like the colors. So I don't know if those colors are necessary to your logo there, or to your brand. But I really like how it's set up here. It's plain, it's simple. What I would do though is right after where underneath it says, like right under the heading, right under get your free sales process sheet. I would maybe even include just a couple little pointers to what it entails. So just like literally 2-3 pointers on why they should get this seat.
Yeah.
That would be right off the bat. That's what I'm thinking.
Good.
I would definitely need to know exactly, like, more information to exactly to what you do and how you help people to improve this landing page. But right off the bat, those are just some simple ideas that I really find effective on driving people to this kind of
Awesome.
Great suggestion.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And that's good because we in the post that we wrote in the article, so to bring people to this landing page, we tell them a bit like, here's what you're like, how you're suffering, or the pain that you have right now, and here's how we're gonna fix it. And that brings them to the landing page. And what you're saying, Chris, is that we're gonna add on the landing page, like, here's why you want to download. So it's like selling them again on downloading the free cheat sheet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
And if you already are like in the post, for example, that you are posting, and there's information that you've already said, and maybe you could even just re-say what you're saying, but just retort the wording. Because sometimes people don't resonate with the first time you're saying it, but if you say it again in a different version or form, then it may resonate more with them. So you could definitely look at like those two to kind of cross play on what you're saying. But yeah, this is a really nice designed website here. I like
that's
this
Jeff's
website.
website.
This is Jeff's website. Yes.
Yeah, for him and his partner.
It's really well built. Definitely just some things with the coloring, because personally, right off the bat, I don't like, because your logo is blue and grayish there. So the red and the green, the red on the homepage button there I don't like that. That's something that I would keep it more necessarily to your brand. Same with the green, the two buttons that are membership buy, that I would make them blue. Or a different type of gray, just to keep it more resonated with your brand. That's what I would think right off the bat here. That's a nice logo, very nice logo too. Yeah, I like it a lot.
What's your website built on, Jeff?
It's WordPress.
WordPress,
yes.
right?
It looks like it is. I was about to say, is it a WordPress website? Because it looks like a WordPress or a Joomla. I don't remember. I don't know how to pronounce that. I've never been good at pronouncing it.
Because you like building websites with WordPress, right, Chris? Like that's the platform that you use the most.
Yes, that's my expertise. Yes, that's where I specialize. So I specialize in WordPress design. This is what I've been focusing on for the last 4.5 years now. I started my business about 3 years ago, but I've been focusing on building WordPress websites for almost 5 years. And I've been recently, in the last 2 years, been transitioning into building a lot more landing pages, email marketing campaigns, like traffic funnels, that kind of stuff. But this was my main focus, is website design. So yeah, this is a nice website though, and I do like how it's laid out.
Awesome. So Chris, how do Jeff bring people to his website or to the landing page where they're gonna get their free cheat sheet, and then they put their name, email. Now what we did is put like 7 days of email that they get. So they get the first email, they download their cheat sheet, and then we over the course of the week, we're explaining how it works. We're giving them more valuable information, and always leading them to book a session with Jeff, like a free 30-minute consultation where Jeff's gonna help them close more sales, help them build their sales funnel.
Yes, I completely understand what you're saying there. So basically, you are driving people to here, and you have an email campaign set up, which is amazing for afterwards. Is it set up through MailerLite, the email campaign, or how does that?
MailerLite. Yeah.
So it's all going to one place, which is keeping it all organized. So to drive people to this, it does take time. There is a lot of things that you can do. Videos like making little clips, even from this video right here that we're creating, we could take a little clip and create a post out of it, because posts are definitely the best way to go about kind of driving people to landing pages. And that's through either like LinkedIn would probably be my number one place to post for what you do. Because people on LinkedIn are all business professionals. They're all people who are looking to make a sale, to grow, to expand. So that would be my number one session. Plus, on the factor that LinkedIn right now is one of the greatest tools for organic views. So people who are viewing organically, they don't pay to see your ads. You don't have to pay like Facebook. Whereas Facebook, really, if you're trying to promote on Facebook, the best way to do it is more paid ads to really get your name going. But once you actually start to have a following, like even as much as Gilliam has a good following here. So he's just got people just watching his stuff without him even knowing it, right? So it just starts to develop that way over time. But definitely like using these social media tools and even creating little YouTube videos would be very, very helpful. I don't know if you have a YouTube channel, if you have all these things, but those are definitely tools. So if you have a previous email campaign list already, you can sort of create an email campaign that directs them to sign up for this separately. Like if you have an email distribution list already, those are kind of my suggestions on how to build it. But again, it does take time especially with social media, and it does take consistency. So like I understand it's all changing now, especially too with the crisis that's going on. But the timing of things as well. So like I've noticed that, for example, early in the week, like a Monday, for example, today, right now is probably a great time to be doing this. People love to be calming down on a Monday around 4, 5 o'clock on PM. So doing a stream or doing a video then would be a good time. So it's also about that kind of stuff. But again, it's all changing because of the coronavirus. Because I've noticed that like later videos, like I used to be posting videos around dinner time, so around 5, 6-ish, but they don't seem to be working as well now. Whereas I'm finding it's working better at 8 or 9 at night, or 10 at night. Like it's getting later, and I don't know if that's due to the factor of people sleeping in or whatnot, but I've just noticed there's trends happening on when you can post, like when's a good time to post and whatnot. So, but that's that's where I would go about getting traffic.
Awesome, Chris. So it's about making posts, like that's number one thing, but then you want to make posts at the right time so that people are gonna see it.
Yes, or like more effectively, because you can really post at any time. It's just more, you would have more engagement at those like certain times and whatnot.
Yeah. So are you saying like, go ahead, Jeff.
So I was going to say, really what Chris is talking about from a consistency perspective is no difference than our cheat sheet that we put out. It's being able to have a cadence and be able to follow up and have something every other day or every other week or twice a week, whatever that cadence is all about, in order to track your prospects into your sales funnel. So it's really the same environment or the same philosophies, if you would, from a marketing perspective, is to be able to build that cadence, follow through that cadence. And I mean, I need to practice what I preach as well. And that's also holding yourself accountable to do the things that you set out yourself to do. And when you're a one-man, two-man shop as versus a big corporation where people have specific roles in order to basically make sure they stick to that cadence. Most of us, because we're multi-entrepreneurs doing lots of things, we tend to let certain things that are very important to our business slip. And
Yes.
that's the challenge.